Welcome to a world where ancient myths and wild creatures come to life. From the clumsy panda to the fiery golden monkey, every step tells a story of survival. Majestic cranes dance in the sky, while fierce tigers stalk the silent grasslands. Elephants march ancient trails, and wolves whisper secrets to the mountains. Witness a breathtaking symphony of life, crafted by nature's most enduring spirits. This is China's wild heart, raw, powerful, and waiting to be discovered. Let's begin. Deep in the forests, a female Siberian tiger emerged from her den. She's not alone. Two wide-eyed cubs stumble out behind her. Each lesson matters. Even play is a form of preparation. In the wild, motherhood means teaching survival, strength, and strategy every single day. Every movement, every game prepares them for life and death in the jungle. But hunger waits for no one, and the mother sets out alone to find food. After many days of traveling, the Siberian tiger entered a strange land. The tiger stalks for days, moving across terrain few predators dare to enter. Far to the south, spotted deer graze quietly under the cover of morning mist. Her muscles tense, eyes lock onto movement beyond the brush. It's a deer. The whole herd of deer was still unaware of the danger lurking around them. She waits, motionless, letting instinct control her breath and timing. In a flash of motion, she explodes from cover and launches the attack. The deer flee in chaos, but one young fawn stumbles behind the rest. The tigress strikes swiftly, sinking her teeth into the fawn's fragile neck. It's not a triumph, it's necessity, food for her cubs back home. Back at the den, the cubs mew and rub against her affectionately. As she nears her den, two tiny shadows dart from the underbrush, her cubs. Through tangled roots and thick brush, she hauls the deer across miles of wilderness. The forest around them is quiet. No wind, no cries, just the sound of chewing and a mother's calm breath. She lies nearby, finally taking a small bite, not out of hunger, but unity. At first they were hesitant, sniffing, licking, unsure. Then instinct took over. The small teeth found flesh, and the feast began. The last remnants of the meal lie untouched. The cubs begin to slow. Their bellies full, their energy fading, they stumble clumsily toward their mother. She lies down on her side, stretching out her body with the weariness of one who has fought hard for food. Her muscles loosen, her tail flicks lazily in the grass. For the first time in hours, maybe days, she allows herself to relax. Amid the towering trees and sun-dappled grass, the silence of the forest is broken, not by roars. Two tiger cubs, only a few months old, burst out from behind a bush, tumbling back and forth in a tangle of orange, black, and white. Their bodies are clumsy but filled with boundless energy. A cheerful roar echoed in the air as it landed on his brother's back, pushing him into the soft grass. This is how hunters are born, through sharp reflex games that deepen the connection. From the edge of the clearing, their mother watches. Her head rests on her paws, tail flicking slowly in the grass. She doesn't interfere. This is their time. She only rumbles softly now and then, a reminder that she's always near. High in the misty mountains of central China, life stirs in the treetops. Among the branches, a rare creature blinks open its bright blue eyes. This is the golden snub-nosed monkey, a symbol of survival and family. Their golden fur gleams against the icy forest backdrop. Agile and curious, they leap effortlessly between snow-laced limbs. They live in close-knit groups, sometimes over 100 strong. In this tight society, each monkey plays a role. Mothers nurse and groom their babies with careful tenderness. Older siblings help raise the young. This is a family effort. Their bright faces shine like painted masks among the trees. Temperatures drop below freezing for months. They huddle in tight circles, warming one another with body heat. Every movement is deliberate, conserving energy in the cold. Their fur grows thick and long, nature's armor against the frost. The group moves again, deeper into the highland forest. They forage for moss, lichen, and bark, whatever the forest offers. Other females, especially those without current offspring, take turns carrying, caring for, and even protecting the baby. This shared caregiving, known as allomothering, allows the mother to rest, forage for food, and move with less burden. In return, the other females gain social experience and prepare for their own future offspring. As the weeks went by, the baby became stronger. Its fur thickened, its grip tightened. Soon it began to explore, just a few initial steps, then a few jumps. The mother stayed close, sometimes letting go, sometimes pulling it back with a firm grip on its tail. Around 3 to 4 months old, the baby begins eating soft foods, fruit, tender leaves, and even bits of lichen chewed and offered by the mother. But nursing continues, often until the child is a year old, long after it learns to climb. In the misty forest morning, shadows slither beneath the golden light. A young monkey explores alone, unaware of the lurking danger nearby. In the underbrush, a snake moves silently, tracking every step. Its tongue flickers, reading the air, locking onto scent. The baby monkey hops lower, inches away from the coiled thread. The baby monkey hops lower, inches away from the coiled thread. A sudden rustle, mother monkey appears, eyes burning with urgency. She dives between her baby and the danger, fearless and fast. Her baby clings to her tightly, trembling in silence. Far below, the snake coils in retreat, waiting for another day. She has given her child another day, another chance to live, learn, and leap, because this is what mothers do. Deep in the misty mountains of central China, a gentle giant, iconic and surprisingly shy. With its bold black and white fur, it's a symbol of peace and protection. Pandas spend most of their day doing one thing, eating bamboo. Their bodies were made to eat meat, but their souls choose leaves. To conserve energy, pandas move slowly and deliberately, blending into the rhythm of the jungle. Spring arrives, and with it, the brief mating season. Male pandas begin searching for females, guided by scent. They call out with bleats and chirps, rare sounds for this quiet giant. Sometimes rivals meet, and tensions rise. Brief scuffles break out, but fights are short and rarely serious. Once the dominant male wins, he approaches the female. If accepted, the pair will mate, but only for a short time. Afterward, they part ways, alone again until next spring. Afterward, they part ways, alone again until next spring. If mating is successful, the female begins preparing. In late summer, she gives birth, most often to just one cub. The cub is born helpless, barely bigger than a stick of butter. She cradles it constantly, rarely letting go. She grooms the cub constantly, licking to stimulate digestion, to clean, and to comfort. The cub's eyes remain closed for over a month, relying entirely on touch, sound, and warmth. Slowly, the cub begins to grow. Wisps of white fur appear. Black markings begin to form. The bond between panda mother and cub is incredibly deep. They stay together for up to 18 months. A baby panda, fluffy, clumsy, and full of wonder, stumbles toward a stalk of bamboo lying in the grass. He sniffs it, paws at it, then gingerly tries to bite. Under like a storm in fur. The bond between panda mother and cub is incredibly deep. They stay together for up to 18 months. Eventually, the cub becomes independent, step by step. The moment of separation is quiet, but meaningful. She returns to solitude, her duty done, until next spring. So, let us protect them, today and always. For the panda, for the wild, for the future. This is their story, and now it's ours to carry. As sunlight filters through the bamboo, do you know which bird lives on the roof of the world? The black-necked crane, a pure symbol of sacred Tibetan skies. They fly hundreds of miles just to nest in their ancient homeland. A dreamlike creature, quietly disappearing from our world. During mating season, the black-necked crane becomes fiercely territorial, striking a bold pose to warn intruders. Any species that approaches the black-headed crane will flap its wings and use its beak to drive it away. But when a potential mate appears, everything changes. The aggression turns into a stunning courtship dance. If the partner accepts, it steps closer, The two flap, spin, and sing in perfect harmony. Once a pair, the black-necked cranes stay side by side, never apart. Together, they forage for food, sharing each moment to strengthen their bond. As the breeding season arrives, they start searching for a safe place to build their nest. Together, they build their nest, not just creating a home, but a future together. As the breeding season arrives, the male black-necked crane starts an impressive courtship display. It jumps, performing a seductive dance, trying to attract the attention of the female. The female responds, stretching her neck and tilting her head to show her acceptance. After mating, the female black-necked crane lays her eggs, usually 2 at a time. They choose raised grass patches in the middle of large wetlands, hidden yet safe. Ever alert, the cranes protect their nest from egg predators like sneaky foxes. While one crane hunts for food, the other stays behind to incubate and guard the nest. When the female leaves to feed, the male stays to take his turn at guarding and warming the eggs. They never leave the eggs unattended, always switching roles with care and discipline. Even if both leave to feed, they stay very close to the nest, always on high alert. Just one moment of distraction, and a predator could destroy everything they've worked for. After at least 28 days of incubation, the first egg begins to stir from within. A mother's instinct awakens. The female crane stands and gently helps her chick break free. Seeing its firstborn emerge, the male crane lifts his neck and calls out in joyful celebration. The female calmly lies back down to continue warming the second egg still waiting to hatch. Meanwhile, the male crane takes over, caring for the newly hatched chick. At last, the second egg hatches. The mother rises once more to help another life emerge. The chick has just hatched, wet, fragile, and nestled in the nest. It takes its first wobbly steps, following closely behind its parents. Sometimes the whole family swims across the water, with the chick paddling along behind. Still too young to feed itself, the chick depends on its parents for food. It learns to recognize dangers that lurk in the wild world. When facing larger animals, the chick is taught to hide to stay safe. The chick has grown bigger, its soft down replaced by the first gray feathers. Its parents now lead it farther out, to grassy wetlands rich in food, to teach it how to hunt. In the thick grass, the chick learns to look and listen carefully for insects or tiny fish. Each catch is a lesson. Parents show how to aim, strike, and quickly swallow the prey. When intruders approach, crane parents quickly defend their feeding ground with fierce displays. The chick watches from the side, eyes wide, as its parents boldly chase the rival away. It's the first lesson in territory defense. Never let others intrude on your feeding ground. When others are in conflict, the chick is taught to walk away and avoid danger. Avoiding trouble is a crucial lesson in survival out here in the wild. The chick doesn't know how to fly when it's born. The process of learning to fly is a magical journey. At 2 to 3 weeks old, the chick begins flapping its wings and jumping off the ground. At 4 to 6 weeks old, the chick begins running, extending its wings further and jumping farther. At 7 to 10 weeks old, the chick starts trying to fly short distances, only a few seconds in the air. Sometimes the parents fly ahead a few meters, encouraging the chick to take off and follow. Or the parents will call from a distance, allowing the chick to fly to them, confident and independent. By 10 to 12 weeks old, the chick can fly confidently, traveling short and long distances with its parents. From its first awkward jumps to soaring through the sky, the black-necked crane has truly grown. After maturing, the young crane joins the black-headed crane flock and prepares for the migration journey. The whole flock soars up, forming a large group, blending into the clear sky. But soon, an unexpected threat appears. 2 eagles fly around the crane flock. The eagles try to separate one crane from the flock to attack. While the young crane is flying, one eagle suddenly swoops down, chasing it away from the flock. The young crane tries to fly as fast as it can, but the eagles are faster. Unfortunately, the eagle attacks the young crane, preventing it from continuing to fly. The remaining black-headed cranes continue flying, unaware that one member is missing. The flock of cranes continues migrating, leaving the young crane behind. Despite the loss, the migration journey of the black-headed crane flock continues. The flock flies steadfastly south, undeterred by the loss of one of their own. Where the sky touches the mountain peak, Tibet shines like a gem between heaven and earth. Amid the snow-capped peaks of Tibet, a silent symbol of freedom moves gracefully, the Tibetan antelope. They are not afraid of the cold nor the wind. They were born to belong to this sky and this earth. They cross the barren plains and the icy mountain ranges in search of life. With a resilient heart, the Tibetan antelope has overcome centuries of challenges in extreme conditions. In a harsh world, the Tibetan antelope proudly paints a miraculous story of resilience and freedom. In a harsh world, the Tibetan antelope proudly paints a miraculous story of resilience and freedom. The Tibetan antelope, a species equipped with one of nature's most extraordinary coats. A two-layered, hollow-fibered fur traps precious heat, allowing survival at temperatures below -40 degrees Celsius. Small and graceful, their bodies are designed for swift movement across rugged, uneven grasslands. Lightweight frames, long limbs, and flexible joints allow effortless navigation through treacherous landscapes. Above 5,000 meters, where even the air struggles to cling to life, they run like silver arrows. Their hearts, enlarged by 40%, pump life-giving blood efficiently through oxygen-starved veins. Large lungs and dense red blood cells empower every breath, even in thin, unforgiving air. These biological marvels combine into the perfect machine for survival at the edge of the world. Against blizzards, against treacherous terrain, against the searing cold, the Tibetan antelope never stops moving forward. They don't just survive, they conquer the most extreme boundaries of our planet. The Tibetan antelope, a living symbol of miraculous adaptation in the frozen heart of the earth. Across the vast white ocean of Tibet, tiny lives face mortal danger with every step they take. Beneath the serene beauty hides deadly traps, blizzards, suffocating thin air, and lurking predators. Temperatures plummet without warning, freezing winds tear through every fragile breath of life. Each year, as spring winds whisper across the frozen plateau, a magnificent journey quietly begins. Tens of thousands of Tibetan antelopes leave the frigid grasslands, heading toward mysterious birthing grounds. They cross rugged mountains and icy rivers, driven by an ancient instinct to find safe haven. No maps, no leaders, only an ancient memory etched deep within their souls shows them the way. Along the way, cold, hunger, and lurking predators threaten every fragile step they take. Yet life refuses to surrender. Tired legs push forward, step after step, against the merciless land. This migration is a story of motherhood, where every step is a sacrifice for future generations. After traveling nearly 300 kilometers, the long-lost frozen valleys finally open up before their eyes. Here, in the arms of harsh nature, a new generation of Tibetan antelopes will take their first breath. When the Tibetan antelope gives birth, it must endure pain while remaining vigilant, as there are always enemies lurking, waiting for an opportunity to attack. On the Tibetan plateau, a silent struggle for survival unfolds every day. Climate change erases the green plains, leaving a frozen desert stealing away fragile lives. Before they can recover, ruthless gunfire strikes. Illegal hunting haunts their every step. Each shot not only ends a life, but tears apart the last fragile pieces of nature. Yet in the heart of darkness, there are those silently stitching the wounds of this battered world. Armed with skill and unyielding hope, they fight to save every fragile heartbeat. In rescue centers, each wound is carefully tended, each feeble breath cherished and protected. Long days of healing are a quiet war between pain, perseverance, and a burning will to live. With extraordinary resilience, trembling legs transform into proud, steady strides. The day of return isn't just freedom, it's a miraculous rebirth. The small warriors merge once more with the wild, scripting a timeless anthem of survival. From wounds and despair, a radiant new life rises like the sun after a brutal storm. They return not as victims, but as fierce living symbols of nature's resilience. Every rescued antelope represents a symphony of compassion, perseverance, and unwavering belief. From snowy mountains to bamboo forests, China's wildlife tells stories beyond words. From snowy mountains to bamboo forests, China's wildlife tells stories beyond words. Golden monkeys with blue faces leap like fire through frozen treetops in Sichuan. Elephants from Yunnan march together, reminding us of family and ancient memory. Wolves, each predator and prey, locked in nature's eternal game. But beyond their instincts, these animals hold the essence of China's spirit. They don't speak, yet they remind us what truly matters: balance, respect, survival. On YouTube, their stories unfold, raw, breathtaking, and deeply moving. Share these moments, protect their world, let their voices echo beyond the screen. Subscribe now and be part of their untold stories, because nature is calling. From snowy mountains to bamboo forests, China's wildlife tells stories beyond words. From snowy mountains to bamboo forests, China's wildlife tells stories beyond words. Golden monkeys with blue faces leap like fire through frozen treetops in Sichuan. Elephants from Yunnan march together, reminding us of family and ancient memory. Wolves, each predator and prey, locked in nature's eternal game. But beyond their instincts, these animals hold the essence of China's spirit. They don't speak, yet they remind us what truly matters: balance, respect, survival. On YouTube, their stories unfold, raw, breathtaking, and deeply moving. Share these moments, protect their world, let their voices echo beyond the screen. Subscribe now and be part of their untold stories, because nature is calling.